Virgo, welcome to Healing Hype Man. This is going to be your message for June. We are here in San Marcos, La Laguna, Guatemala. So we're going to call in the Guatemalan ancestors and spirit guides and angels and see what messages they have in store for you for the month of June. We're going to do general energy, 3 cards for your challenge, and 3 cards for what you don't see coming for Virgos. And I'm going to talk a little bit of astrology first, and then we'll get into the cards. Let's get into it. So by the time you're watching this, I would love for you to tell me in the comments below, what new mindset have you implemented during this new moon in Gemini? Right? There has to be something here. Gemini's about the mind, right? And we've just started a new 4-month cycle. So there has to be something that you started, you picked up. Was it a book? Was it a new trade? Was it an idea? Was it a thought pattern? Was it a mindset shift? Was it a new way of doing something, new way of living, a new way of speaking, a new way of just some sort of mindset shift, right? Maybe like a healing aspect, like, oh, you know what, I'm going to work on this. Or, you know what, I'm going to change this mindset. You know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to stick to this. Tell me in the comments below what that is. We'd love to hear that, because that's really what the new moon in Gemini is about to start a 4-month cycle. So whatever you picked up these past couple days, but I'm saying that picked up like a book or doing something that you love, and you're like, you know what, I actually like doing this. Tell me what that is. By the time you're watching this, we also have Saturn retrograde. Saturn retrograde time, that's about time, that's about restriction, that's about karma, hardship, and hard work. And it's going retrograde from now until October. So you are really going to look at the return on your investments. How much, what I wrote down is hard work equals return. How much return are you getting from the hard work? And I'm talking about like at work, if you're only putting in this much effort and you're only getting this much pay, it's like you're not going to do any more, you're not going to do any less. Some of you might not even put more effort into it. It's like where it's at is where it's at. Like, that's it. Right? And for some of you, it might be relationships or partnerships. You're like, you know what? I'm not seeing a return on this, so you might not even invest anymore. Right? It's like, it's not where you're going to look at how much you're getting and returning. It's really, you're going to see where it's at, and that's where it's kind of staying. If you get what I'm saying, Virgo. But it is about hard work, return on investments, and putting up that boundary. It's like, you know what, this isn't profitable for me. This isn't worth my time. So here's that boundary where this is my time and that's yours. And that's kind of where it stands. And then on the 14th, we have the full moon in Sagittarius. Big picture, think of something that's leading to something bigger. It's leading up to something bigger. There's probably something that's small happening in your life that you think is small, but it actually has a bigger deal. For some of you, very well can end. For some of you, it might be an ending of a cycle or a completion of something. But it's also an ending of a very long, dramatic, drawn-out battle. Of whether that was a good battle or a bad battle. It's just like finally it comes to like a finale. And it's like, here's the big reveal. And there's going to be 3 questions you're probably going to ask around the 14th of June. It's like, did I win? Did I lose? Or did I learn the lesson? Right, Sagittarius is big picture thinker, right? Big box thinkers, very like out there and philosophical, like the deeper meaning to things. And I feel like you're going to find the deeper meaning to something pretty big in your life, which is leading us to the summer solstice, right, into Cancer season. So it's like, it's really prepping up a lot of people for like a really, really good summer, because you're going to be like, oh shit, this is the best thing I've ever realized about myself in my life. Yeah, so let's kind of dive in. Virgos, I'm a Virgo moon. So let's do 3 cards for your general energy. I'm using the Herbal Tarot here. I'm trying to learn some herbs, but I haven't really opened the book that much. Queen of Wands, yes, 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 yes. 10 of Pentacles. 4 of Wands, wow, our energy is, bottom of the deck, Magician. Our energy is Sagittarius energy right here. Big picture thinker. We are super committed to like creativity and like super fortunate here. Definitely in our power, creative power. Like really committed to creative endeavors. Really committed to like seeing the abundance behind our creativity and and things like maybe even happy endings here, or just accomplishments in life. It's like we really are seeing. I'm telling you that full moon in Sagittarius is probably really resonating right now, because this is like really committed to seeing that big bang, the big picture thinker, the big idea, the big happy ceremony, the big finale. We really are standing in our power. We're being creative as much as possible here. Raspberry leaf, if you want to correlate creativity with raspberry leaf, in case you're interested in herbs here. And really, like, we're only committed. Ten of Pentacles is really about commitment as well. It's really about like how the time and the investment that it takes in order to get to the Ten of Pentacles, right? And also telling me that you have it here, especially with the Four of Wands here. This is a true victory, true success. You're really getting what you want here. And it stood from you standing in your power, being authentic and being creative and being the way that you are, right? So keep that in mind, Virgo. Not from being the same like everybody else, being who you are and how you are. Let's see what your challenge might be for the month of June. Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Okay, so we might have a little challenge in the relationship sector here with love and emotion. There very well could be someone here, a water sign perhaps, that's trying to offer you something that you're being a little stubborn with. At the same time, Virgo's here. Yeah, really getting here that there just might be some sort of like you might be loyal to something else. You might be loyal to. At the same time, I feel like there's someone here who's emotionally stable. At the same time, whether this is you or someone else is trying to offer you an opportunity, you're not taking it, right? You're really kind of, I would even say in some senses here, you're more looking for the emotional investment and not the physical investment, right? You're like, if it doesn't actually bring me happiness and I'm not loyal to it. Queen of Cups is about loyalty as well. There's more emotions over the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles is about stability and the financial component or the physicality behind it. But then the Four of Cups really tells me that it's like, it's not enough. It's not enough. So I don't see that as a bad challenge here. I think you're being very selective on certain things because these are really two great cards, the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. The Four of Cups just tells me like those two might be great, but it's not enough. And I'm going to leave it right there without talking too much and getting too deep into that. Which, you do you. Yeah, you know what you're worth, right? Let's see what you don't see coming. Ooh. Had to go mess up my spread. Okay. Seven of Wands here, what you don't see coming. King of Pentacles. Ten of Wands here. Okay, you're definitely standing up for yourself here. Again, in your power here, I feel, you know what's interesting, the Ten of Wands is really what's correlated. The Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords is what is correlated to the Saturn retrograde. So I think what you don't see coming here is that you standing up for yourself in some sort of aspect of, in your stability, you standing up for yourself and standing behind your belief systems here really might stabilize you and complete some sort of cycle about how stable you are in your life, right? There's an aspect here to your stability in your life, and this is an internal thing here. There is something here where it could very well be taking place now in the Saturn retrograde, where you're going to put up boundaries with people because you're like, you know what, this is who I am. This is how solid and stable and secure I want to be. This is how much money I want to make. This is how I do business. This is how stable I am. And you're really putting up that wall, that boundary with someone. You're like, this is it, and that's it. And I think you're really going to start to see that completion to that cycle there, where you'll start to feel like, okay, now I'm actually consistently portraying myself the way I want to be portrayed. Right, what you don't see coming, I feel like this is a cycle down here, especially with this Ten of Wands, and it's really correlated with the Saturn retrograde. It's like, no, I am who I am, and I'm going to stand in that power, and I am a lot of weight. I am a big deal. Ten of Wands is a lot of weight, right? At the same time, it's a completion. It's like, now it's like you completed a piece to yourself. You completed whether it's a belief system to yourself. Let's just pull some more here. Whether it's how you identify, or whether how you like to work, or how you attain stability in life. Nine of Swords, Strength card. Yep. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune, definitely a cycle here. So what you don't see coming is I think that you really, something that you've been so worried about, anxious about, and it has to do with your authenticity and how you stand up for yourself and how you show up to the world. The Strength card is vulnerability and how you authenticate yourself. And I kind of already mentioned that up here with the Queen of Wands. You are very different, and I think that this month you're really going to see that solidify for you, and it's almost like you're actually going to now believe it. You're on your own, like you're going to believe it yourself. Now you're going to believe who you actually are and what you're capable of doing. I need to write that down or I'm going to forget. Virgo, that was a good one. Now you know. Now it's like now you know who you are here. I like that. Let me pull, let's clarify this challenge position here. It's like, the Queen of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles, it's not enough. Four of Cups. Whether that's a person or an offer, an opportunity, neither of those are enough. Five of Cups, interesting. Things didn't necessarily go your way. It's been taking too much time. Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles. So I think that maybe you're starting to realize that things might not go the way that you want them to. So you'd rather take your time. I see why you're being stubborn with this cup here, because you're like, it's not worth taking something that's not worth my time, because it's probably going to end up not working out in my favor. Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and it's going to take a long time, and then I'm going to have to restabilize myself. Or at the same time, this is just telling me, you're like, I know it's not going to stabilize, but it's not going to work out the way that I want, and I'd rather take my time and work on my security than just take something that's not worth my time here. I think you're being really picky and selective, right? But that's in your challenge position here. But I don't see that as a bad thing, to be brutally honest. I don't see that being a bad thing. I'm going to get some advice here. Offer up gratitude. Offer up gratitude here. I think that the universe is here is trying to say is that you have potential opportunities coming your way, whether that's in love or financial opportunities, and it's maybe just be a little bit grateful for those opportunities here. Card number 5. Let me I have some notes here on that. Yeah, whatever you're going through, you need to give thanks, right? You've survived 100% of what you're going through, and I think that your challenge is you're putting up a guard here because of shit that you've gone through in the past, right? This is fear-based, and I think that you should just be grateful for a moment for these opportunities that are making their way toward you, whether this is in a person or just something, an emotional investment, or an emotional investment into something that might be good that you could very well be questioning here. I think for a minute, just for a quick second, you should just be grateful that this opportunity is even coming back to you, or that this opportunity is being presented to you. Is just be grateful for it, right? And I know that we sit in the Four of Cups. It's like, I know it's not. I'm worth more than that. I get that. Maybe the universe is just trying to say, be grateful because that opportunity is pretty good. There is something good here. Like I said, this was an interesting line to read here. It is pretty good, but it is stemming from it's probably not going to work out. Never say never, right? And I guess let's clarify that, we're really in our power. We're committed to really in our power here. With the Queen of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and Four of Cups, really standing in your power and committed to the end result, committed to seeing achievements in our life. Wow, definitely transforming here. See, that's the kind of vibe that's up here. It's like Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Queen of Wands, transformation, Death card. You're changing, you're transforming, you're a different person, and I really feel like, June, you are really going to, now you're going to see who you really are and how loyal and committed you are to yourself. And it comes from you really standing up for yourself. And you're about to see this new chapter, and this is beautiful. I really, really like this. Let me pull an advice here for play. This card literally just means play. Like, enjoy. Enjoy this, because you definitely have transformed here. You definitely have changed. And you really are going to see that here. Keep the faith. I think you've always kept the faith here. This is for the bottom down here. I think that's, and what you don't see coming, it's like, keep the faith. I really think they should say, like, you've been keeping the faith. Kept the faith. because you really have kept faith in yourself, and what you don't see coming is that it's actually going to come to fruition. This version of you, this next chapter, and it's really about how you portray yourself and identify and speak, walk, talk, act, think, creative, what you commit to, how much you're worth, how much time and effort you're putting into people, places, and things, the achievements that you're trying to produce. You have a little bit more fun and play with them. Play with this new transformation because you are a new version. I think that's what I have for you guys. If you'd like to book a session with me, a healing session, link is in my bio. It's not just a tarot reading. I really like to sit and talk and let's talk about anything. Let's talk about everything, right? Like talk about astrology. We could talk about, I'm a mental health professional at the same time. If you just want someone to talk to, it could be a mini therapy session. We could talk about anything. We could talk about creating content. We could talk about your business that you want to push. We could talk about psychedelics. We could talk about sound and sound meditation, sound healings, like breath work stuff. Like I'm into a lot of cool different things, and I'm not a professional at everything. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, so I really want these private sessions to really be more of like an inclusive, let's shoot the shit and ask spirit and guides and angels and God for more information, and really try to help each other heal. Because you don't need a piece of paper to tell you that you're a professional in order to know that you're a healer in many forms. So I'm inviting you to book a session with me. The longer, the better. And let's talk about anything and everything. Yeah. Link is in the bio. If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to head over to Instagram. I post daily messages. And I will see you guys soon. My name is Alvin Catalan. I'm present. I'm done speaking now.